As far as making this smoothie, I wanted to experiment with a lot of great cancer-fighting foods that she mentioned, that Tracy mentioned during her presentation. So red grapes, oranges, citrus. So I always like to add something tart in my smoothies. So I'm going to use some oranges. And this is tangerine, mandarin. So those usually don't have a lot of seeds. But what I do with oranges is I'll peel them and cut them in the middle and then just kind of look for seeds and then put them in. Same here. So, and just the vibrant color. And a lot of us have trouble eating enough fruits and vegetables. This is a really good way to incorporate more. Some people don't like to make smoothies, but a lot of people do, just because they start out the day with, you can incorporate lots of whole foods in there and make make a really healthy drink. And it's really good on the go. A lot of times I'll make a lot of it and keep it in a jar or something in the fridge and then grab it when I'm on my way out. So it's a really convenient way to fit in more fruits and veggies. So this is oranges. We've got some red grapes in here. And grapes you can freeze. A lot of people don't know that, but if you buy a whole bunch of grapes at Costco or something, and you don't eat them all, and they start to get kind of soft, then you can just do what I did here and stick them, or put them in a Ziploc bag, keep them in the freezer, and then they're really nice in your smoothies. They add coldness and they blend right up. So who has a Vitamix of you guys? Yeah, so a lot of people do. That's good, because the Vitamix is a high-powered blender and can really make making smoothies a breeze. So she mentioned green tea, and a lot of people don't like to drink green tea, but you could add some green tea to your smoothie. So you can actually make your green tea, and just what I do is I make a big cup of it, like a double cup, like one of those big coffee cups. I put 2 tea bags, let it sit for about 4 minutes, take them out, drain it, and put it in the fridge. So then you're ready to add some green tea to your smoothie, or you can add ice to it and drink it. And a lot of people, I like it. I like the taste of it, but a lot of people don't. So that's one way to incorporate the green tea that is so healthy, and it's a cancer fighter. And we're adding soy milk. I sometimes don't add soy milk. Sometimes I add just hemp seeds and water, because hemp seeds are a soft seed and they are high in protein like soy, and they will blend up nicely and make it creamy too. Another thing that makes it creamy, of course, is bananas. There was some debate about and videos by Dr. Greger. I don't know if you mentioned him, but nutritionfacts.org is a great place to look for information about the nutrition behind foods, and it has a great search engine. You can find videos on almost every topic. But he went into a rabbit hole about bananas, and what turns them brown is like melanin. And same thing with potatoes, all the things that turn brown: potatoes, apples, bananas. They can actually, that enzyme can decrease the effectiveness of your foods, of all these bright colored foods with the berries and things like that. But
I stopped putting them in mine for that reason. I don't know that the science is definitive,
yeah,
but you don't need a banana for sweetness
anyway. Yeah. Yeah, and the hemp seeds can do it. Mango does it. I didn't do mango today, but a lot of times I'll use frozen mango. I love pineapple in my smoothies too. So there's so many things you can put in. So let's go ahead and put some soy milk. Now, if you're going to make a bowl and you want to eat it with a spoon, you're going to add less liquid. All right, so let's add some of our fun cancer-fighting foods that Tracy spoke about during her presentation. Turmeric. So I try to get turmeric into things. And so now turmeric is bitter. So, adding it to something sweet like this, it should counteract it. But just be mindful of that when you don't be like dumping tons in there and expect it to be palatable. But it's an amazing, what makes it yellow, curcumin, is an amazing cancer fighter. Blueberries. So any kind of blueberries, great to add into your smoothies. Let's go ahead and add all those guys. I keep those frozen blueberries on hand all the time, and the frozen mangoes and a lot of frozen things. It fills up your freezer if you go to Costco, that's for sure. All right, and I like to have celery, like to include more vegetables in here. I'm going to put in some kale. Celery, of course, you're going to need a Vitamix for that. And we'll put in some kale. Well, let's go ahead and add these other cancer fighter things first. So let's add some flaxseed. So like Tracy said, you want to add it ground up. This may grind it up for you. In fact, sometimes I do it in baked goods and then I'm grinding up. I'll use a whole, but it's always good to keep it on hand, ground up like that. I actually like to grind them up myself in my Vitamix because it's going to be fresher. The fats can be unstable, and if they sit around too long, it's not going to be as effective, and it could be unstable and not good for you. So it's really nice to go rancid. Exactly, oils can go rancid. Hemp seeds are one of my favorites because they are high in omega-3 fatty acids, and same with flax seeds. And they do make it creamy. So you can add just water and hemp, like I said. So yeah. And chia is a good one to add, but I'm going to go ahead and add chia with these oats. I'm going to put that in there the other way. Just add it in. But those are all good things to add to your smoothies and just to incorporate into your diet. I know. One thing I don't have today, but mint. I love mint. Mint actually pops up the flavor. I'm going to add a little lemon. I like to have a little tang, and the lemon is a good preservative if you end up putting it in the fridge. And I just like the tang in it too. And if you're adventurous or have more time, you could add some of the peel, some of the zest is good for you. And then I added a date. That's optional, but it's a really nice sweetener if you need it a little sweeter. I use dates, like I said, in my products. This is my granola, and it's actually, I call them buckwheat power snacks. And they are they have sweetened with dates too. Just all dates, no, just sweetened with fruit. Okay. So what we have is our smoothie. We have some oats with cinnamon and chia. And then I put my granolas on here. You guys are trying the Cacao Crunch. So it's like guilt-free chocolate. And the cranberry pecan. So I also have one Berrylicious that you guys can try too. This one is getting your berries so easily. It's like there's like 4 kinds of berries in here.